Previously on Frozen Korthos, Hardcore League Season 7.
This is all that damn necromancer's fault.
You asshole.
And the mayor should have killed him for what he did to that little
You're
child.
cheating on me, and now you
And
think
not
this
just
is the
banish
best
him
time
to live
tell
out
me?
his days in the House Canatha's decrepit catacombs.
Do not trust that ability, my lady. A mind flayer that doesn't speak under common is very strange.
And that giant, hellhound's howl, will haunt me for the ends of my days.
Splash.
As my vision slowly was taken over by the void's darkness, I began to dream of that moment when Selamis and I joined together in my mind, over and over again.
You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess.
Each time was like a new live being sprung into existence, but learning from the last.
How you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess.
When she came to me like a sudden dream and just like that, was taken from me to be replaced by another evolution of that moment.
Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess.
I could feel my heart beginning to burn and swell. Was it from the sadness of knowing I would never see her again?
That Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin.
Or was it the salt water filling my lungs?
You impressed me with how you handled that Sahuagin High Priestess, my little sterling MacGuffin. I was worried that a Sahuagin spear might poke you full of holes or even worse, mess up your hair.
I awoke to the taste of putrid air and slime-flavored vomit. I was never happier to taste both. My head felt like I had a GIF ramming her great bombard against the inside of my skull, trying to break free into wild space, and then traveling to the lost campaign world of Eberron space. Slowly crawling to the edge of the steps and out of the freezing seawater was only my first challenge. My second one was trying to not pass back out. The ringing in my head was so loud, I couldn't hear myself trying to cough up the whole Thunder Sea. But the worst was, I was not alone down here. I had been sucked into the grotto's elaborate sewer system after being swatted to the side like a gnat by the crazed dragon when she strafed the front gate of Korthos. The whole village was frozen in fear when she came from the clouds and circled our wrecked ship. But I charged the gate and was met with a smack from her wing, and I was set flying over the cliff to my watery siesta. Standing up and looking over my situation, I was not going to let myself lose hope and look towards the light for courage, even if it taunts you through an unachievable way, or in this case, an iron sewer grate. There was no time to waste. Every moment I spent in this grotto was one too many. I kept screaming in my head as I snuck my way down the sewer's downward climb. I was not going to do anyone any good if I got killed by trying to get out of here by rushing forward. The Sahuagin were cunning hunters, but these were under someone or something's control. Their eyes were milky glazed over and bodies moved like the awoken undead. So I was able to sneak past them without any problems until